Greetings, fellow tech seekers. Sean from Silicon Theory here, and this is your Silicon Theory 5 Minutes of Tech. First up, the new announcement of the flagship phone under the Nokia brand by HMD. The Nokia 8 is actually going to feature flagship specs, including the latest and greatest Snapdragon processor, a unibody construction machined out of high-grade aluminum, and all of the other high-end specs that you've come to expect in a flagship phone from 2017. Now, that may be great and all, but the news is that it's probably not going to come to US and Chinese shores anytime soon, so don't get your hopes up. It's still a great phone, but you're going to have lots of other options to choose from as we close out the second half of 2017. Speaking of phones that are coming in the second half of 2017, famed Twitter leaker Evan Blass, aka EV Leaks, gave us some information regarding the LG V30 coming at IFA in Berlin near the end of August. And by some information, I mean a full, complete picture render of the front, back, and both sides. This phone looks super premium. Everybody I know, including Sean P. and I, are pretty pumped for this phone, and it looks like it's pretty much a slightly larger and aluminum unibody construction version of the G6, which in and of itself is a great phone. So good on you, LG. We're looking forward to more information as we get closer to August 31st, which I believe is when the announcement officially will be made by LG at IFA in Berlin. There was some other information that came out, and it's kind of weird, but we'll talk about it anyways. So the Google Now launcher, which for those of you that use Nexus or Pixel phones is kind of the swipe to the left and give you your news feed thing, got a redesign by Google this week, and the internet kind of went crazy over it. So you can no longer swipe cards to dismiss them, but you kind of can. There's two different versions of the launcher that you can access by touching one of the buttons. It's really confusing, and if it sounds confusing, it's even more confusing if you try and use it. So if you've been impacted by this, or if you're like me and you have a Pixel phone and you think it's mostly fine, then let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear what you think. Speaking of Google, as Sean P. mentioned earlier this week on our anchor station, a very enterprising developer over at XDA ported the Google Camera APK and moved it to a couple of different smartphones that were released earlier this year, including the OnePlus 5. The Google camera has significantly improved the photo quality when it's being issued by these phones. So great news. While camera hardware is still kind of mostly equal, camera software clearly is not. And Google's at the top of the list when it comes to those people who are doing awesome things. So make sure if you have an opportunity that you check the port out and use it on your phone. Last but certainly not least, we finally got the launch announcement being official from Essential Products Inc. And by that I mean that the phones are going to start to ship in the very near future. Reviews are starting to come out as well. I saw some from The Verge, Android Central, Engadget, and I think Pocket Now as well. So if you're interested at all in a stock Android experience on titanium and ceramic hardware in a phone that costs about $700, make sure you head on over to essential.com and check it out. They'll have more information there. We're looking forward to having a review unit in-house, hopefully very soon, hint, hint, Essential, but we've gotten in touch with our media relations people and we're on the list, so hopefully we'll have it sooner rather than later. We'll be able to give you the full Silicon Theory treatment for this device and give you our thoughts and impressions. We're very excited. Early reviews of the materials and the build itself are very positive. Camera quality is kind of the only iffy situation, but it sounds like that a very recent software patch solved a lot of those problems, brought auto HDR and the HDR algorithms to the phone's camera, and it sounds like it might be a clear winner. So again, very excited to get it into our hands. That's been your 5 minutes of tech. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and if you're interested in more of our content, make sure you click the subscribe button that looks like our logo there in the upper left-hand corner. You can always follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Silicon Theory. You can find all of our musings at silicontheory.com, and thanks again. We'll talk tech soon.